What's going on, guys? Monstro here, and today we're going to be taking a look at my oldest Minecraft world and possibly revamping my design style, because I had between now and when I first started playing, like when creative mode was first added on the Xbox 360, there's been some massive changes in my building style, and I wanted to go through and update this old world that I've had forever. So, yeah, should be pretty fun. So I started this world just after Title Update 5 came out on the Xbox 360. And that came out October 16th, 2012. So I probably made it sometime after that. But it was my first big creative world. And I just wanted to have fun with it. And like just build random stuff. My initial plan was kind of set myself up with a cool base and just play survival mode from there. I never actually went and played survival mode on it. But, you know, I did build some fun things from what I remember. So let's open this up. And, well, let's see what we got here. If I remember correctly, I built a custom spawn area. I think once Bedrock Edition came out on the Xbox One, because I transferred this all the way from 360. Like, I kept bringing this world with me every time I updated to a new system. But I moved it from the 360 to the Xbox One after I got the Xbox One. And then it's just been on my Xbox One forever. And so I transferred it over to my computer for this recording. Alright, so we load up the world, and the first thing we see is some chunk loading errors right there. There we go. That's all fixed. But the actual first thing we see is this big pool I made for some reason. I don't know. There's a lot of water structures here. What was my thing with building pools? Why? There's a big roller coaster. Everyone had a phase where they built a big ass roller coaster. But anyways, the first thing I did was build this little platform. I just thought this design was kind of cool. Don't know why. But shortly after I did that, I decided to copy the design over here and create a... Do I have note blocks going? I have note blocks going. I'm gonna break this. Let's get rid of those. No, but after I built this, I decided to come over here and copy the design, and I kind of made a structure stemming from it. Like, if you look here, you can see, like, I started building up. I was obsessed with building things with water for some reason. I have no idea why. But I made this little base. This was meant to be the kind of main base area, and I thought it would be a fantastic idea to make a room that looked like this. I thought it was super cool. But we have this light switch right here, which turns on all the lights in the whole base. Yeah, emerald floors, gold, iron and diamond walls. I've got a little enchanting area right here. With redstone lamps. Wait, do these turn off when I flick that switch? Oh, they do. Alright, cool. Alright, nice. I actually didn't realize I had wired those up like that. And if we flick this lever... Oh, it's a little lava pit for throwing stuff away. Alright, I've got a singular furnace here, a cauldron, a brewing stand with just water bottle, or just empty bottles in there, and then a crafting table. I do like how I've marked each of these doors. Like, this one's got some grass in it, so you know that goes outside. This one's... Oh, is this a piston door? It is nice. So we've got a bed here, or a bed there, and that marks these. Let's see. I believe I put 8 beds here, because on Xbox 360 edition, the most people you could have on a world at a time was 8 people. So I, had a place for each person to sleep. I've never once had near that many people on this world. I think the most I had was 3, not including myself. So, yeah, all those beds for no reason. I've got the lights up here wired up, I believe, as well. Yeah. Now I've got this storage room, which, honestly, I do like this storage room. I might raise the roof a little bit when I go through and change things up. I'm going to change out these trapped chests for regular chests, because I did this before. You could put 2 double chests right next to each other. So this was my solution. But we just walk back out here and then come back through here. Oh, it's raining. Let's fix that. Oh, might help if I actually... Alright, let's see. What's the next build? Eeny, meeny, miny, you. Alright, once again, covered in water. Why did I do that? Why did I cover everything in water? Why did I think that was cool? There's some bats in here. I don't like that. Let's just grab a sword real quick. Hate bats. End portal, I guess. I guess I put an end portal here and then replaced all the blocks. Again with the emerald, diamond, and gold. I'm like, why did I think building with ore blocks was so cool? Did I have anything in here? I've got a bunch of items. And apparently I've not killed the Ender Dragon. Did I cover all of these with vines? Was I trying to actually build something here? The Ender Dragon respawned. That's what happened. Okay, so I did have something here. Hold on, we're just gonna do a slash... kill everything. Gotta throw this stuff. And then we're gonna do that again to get rid of all those items. Alright, so yeah, that's a weird glitch that I've never seen before. I had actually started building here, and then I don't know what update would have caused this, but it just like made another portal. So obviously we're gonna break all that. Alright, so yeah, let's see what I've done in the end. So you climb up these vines and there's some crafting tables. Okay. Climb up these vines and there's furnaces. Why did I put vines on it? And there's... Why? Why did I do this? What was my thought process? Ender chests, yeah, that's understandable. Why? Why? Why did I... No. Why? Why? What? I'm gonna give myself a brain aneurysm. Oh my god. Why? What was I planning for this? I don't think I have anything else. I think I did all this before. I don't even remember which update it was that added the rest of the end. But I don't think I have anything near any end cities. But let's go take a look. And apparently I played on peaceful too, because there's no fucking Enderman anywhere. Why? Why was I like this? Oh yeah, if I was, had this area, I would have done something with it, I think. Or maybe I just thought the main end island with the pillars, I thought that was cool enough. And that's all I needed to do. Why did I do this? Like, I'll admit, I like the staircase coming up, but I think I chose sandstone because there was no end type of stairs. Ah, man. Alright, let's see. Alright. End stone brick stairs. So we're gonna go through and replace all this. There we go. Alright. So, I think we can all agree that the end stone bricks looks a lot better than the sandstone I had before. I don't even know what to do with all these pillars. Like, that was just... bad idea. So, oh. Same thing that caused me to have to fight the Ender Dragon again is making me go through the credits. So let's just skip that. Alright. Well, that's not good. I'm, Well, here you can see all my redstone wiring at the very least. Why am I up here? Is there something wrong with these beds down here? Or maybe there's just a glitch with where my spawn point was? But I've got clocks everywhere, because clocks are very important. Alright, let's see. What other structures do I have? Yep, so that's my end portal area. Because I have one above ground, because I didn't feel like looking for one when I was a kid. There's a pig with a dead pork chop, or a cow with a pork chop, and then sand that leads into a secret tunnel. Ah yes, the secret tunnel to my archery tower. It's very important that there's a secret tunnel there, because no one needs to know how to get in here. Because I didn't want bad guys getting in here. Oh, it's so cringe. But no, I decided to disguise it with a sand block in the middle of here. So I placed a sand block so I didn't lose where it was at. Of course, the tower is just made of gold and diamonds. Ah, man. Wait, what's this? Garbage. What's this? What's down here? Wait, I don't have show coordinates on. I forget where it's at. Show coordinates. Oh. Oh. This went down to bedrock, and then you threw stuff down here, and it went into the water. Or into the lava, I mean. Why? Like, what was What was the purpose? I thought I just threw it down into the void, and I remembered you couldn't break bedrock at that point. What? What? I don't know what my thought process was here. Okay, so we have garbage. I think this whole concept is garbage, to be honest. And it's raining again. Change to clear weather. This is a farm. This is a very bad farm. Like, we've got, what is that, pumpkin seeds? Oh, that's farmland. Melon seed. We got pumpkin and melon seeds here, but nowhere for the pumpkins or melons to grow. We got wheat, sugarcane, wheat. I think this was before potatoes and carrots were a thing. No, that doesn't sound right, because melons weren't a thing either until after potatoes and carrots. So what was the deal with that? I don't know. My head's hurting now. Let's see if there was anything in the nether. There's a llama. I don't think there's anything in here. What the fuck? What happened here? I'm gonna guess that someone tried to place a bed. Ooh, wait, if this is title update 5, that means at least for a little bit, there's some old nether generation here. So let's see if I can find some of that actually real quick. I mean, it's just gonna look the same as the nether waste biome, but... Oh, nope, that's that. I don't think, I don't know. I'd have to go look for it. And I'm not gonna do that. Oh, we got more things to throw in the garbage. Let's just, the garbage that doesn't really work. This was the note blocks you saw me playing earlier. Makes a dumb, really dumb repetitive tune. And then this was a farm. This is the non-hostile mobs. Says exit lowercase. What the fuck? Oh man, this is hostile mobs. Don't know what a hostile mob is, but this is entrance. I remember this. This was the market I had made before we got all those new types of villagers. There's like 13 types now, but back then there was just 5, and they all disappeared. I thought that like this build though, for little villager huts, it was very crowded, I'll admit, but like the actual hut itself I liked because it's emeralds. That made sense. That makes sense because you know, what's it? Villagers use emeralds to trade. We have a railway that my sister made. That leads over here. That's one that I made. I'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, so me and my sister both played on this world when it was being played on regularly. This is what she built. I just remember it being not a good build. Alright, so... Alright. And she's gonna see this video and be like, why are you being so mean to my Minecraft builds? Don't know what this room is. We had the same building techniques. I don't like that. We had the same building techniques though. Just ore blocks everywhere. I don't know what this is supposed to be. This is a bedroom. But why? Oh, and the design overlaps into this room. That explains why the wall did the thing. Okay. So let's go back up here. And then through here, we've got an enchanting room with lots of bookshelves. Why so many bookshelves? I don't know, but she poked holes in the bookshelves so she could get light into her room from the glowstone on the walls. At least she... No, she didn't, if I remember correctly. She had no idea how to actually make an enchanting table room. So I think she just copied mine but made it worse. There's a couple holes in the ceiling up there. I don't know what this room is. And this was her archery tower. Except you can't shoot out of it because there's fences everywhere. Let's see what's on these bows. They're not very good. What's over here? The one direction that you can shoot is that way. She built a little platform out for it. What's that? I'm gonna grab a spyglass so that y'all know what I'm talking about when I say what's this? Why is it made of diamond ore? Why did I do this? I see an underwater structure over there, but what? What? What is this? It's such an ugly building. When I go through and remake this, I'm just gonna get rid of this building right here. What's up with that Mushroom Island? It's not water flowing down the side, is it? No, don't tell me I put water on top of all the mushrooms. Why did I do this? Why? Yeah, so like I said, this was on the 360 originally, and you can tell, like right here is where the world border was. And now you have a neat cave right here. Yeah, world border used to be right there. Let's see. Oh, I forgot that structure. That was the armory I made, I believe. Yeah. And what's down here? Is this what? Why? Okay, but if I remember correctly, you just climb the vines up. Okay. Alright, this is a little outdated. But we've got, what, several full sets of enchanted armor here? What's that, 8 sets? Alright, one for each person who can join the server. Let's see, what's on these? We got Protection 4, okay. Protection 4, okay. Fire Protection 4. Did I think I did this before enchanted books were a thing. So I did all of these, I did one set on the enchantment table and, you know, gave it the best I could. Fire Protection 3 and Feather Falling 4. You know, did the best enchantments I could get, and then just copied the suits of just everything. So, like, on this diamond sword, we've got Fire Aspect 2. That's good. Smite 4, that's decent. I'm more of a sharpness guy at this point. Looting 3 and Knockback 2. That's actually a fairly decent sword. What's this bow got? Flame 1, Power 4, and Infinity. No punch. No unbreaking. Just, yeah. And then a singular arrow, because they've all got Infinity. And what's this? Splash Potion of Night Vision. Look, now I can see. Then I think this is Swiftness and Fire Resistance. Yeah, let's Let's suit up. There we go. Cover me with diamonds, man. Let's go. Alright, so is this... I think I recognized that the pumpkin and melons weren't growing over here, so I decided to grow them right here. And these are the old style pumpkins, I think. Or maybe I just placed them all to look like that, but the stems didn't attach. Or maybe they had attached and the game updated so they weren't attached anymore. And I've got this weird pool thing going on. I've got a lot that I need to fix here. What, there's a button here? What? Okay, there's no way it's gonna drain the entire thing. No, it just gets rid of... Why? Why was I like this? What's... Oh, I remember this. I built bedrock up to the world height before they changed it the first time. Then after that, I built emerald to the new world height. Yeah, because they had doubled the world height at that point. Yeah. So, yeah, 255. So let's go... Actually, let's go with a ridiculously expensive block. Oh, my night vision's running out already. Let's go netherite. There we go. We get to mark each of the build heights that have ever existed. That's actually kind of neat. I do like that. Second thing I've fixed in the world. Alright. I don't even know where to start with fixing this world. If we come over here, this was my stepdad's base. And from here, we actually made, or called this area something. Oh, by the way, that whole area over there is called Hangtopia, apparently. But we had named this place something, and we've just got a bunch of roller coasters. This one was meant to go around the entire world. And the fact that I can see what used to be an entire Minecraft world, you know, in my render distance on my computer is just kind of sad, really. Because that was the world border. So his base was almost in the center of our world. But see, there's one corner of the old world. There's another over there. For some reason, like, that's the border over there, and then we came in because I wanted it to come right next to Hangtopia. And then it just kind of goes back over there. And over like that. And then, which one? Well, this roller coaster seemed a lot larger when I made it, right here. This one just kind of comes down, makes you do a jump, so you can only go one way on this one. It gives you a couple drops. You come down here into a cave. You go on that block for some reason. Oh, hello. Just lots of minecarts just ditched here. Yes, you just kind of came down into this cave. That was this roller coaster. That felt like it was a lot longer when I made it. And then we've got this one that goes right next to it. Actually, let's go for a ride on this one. Are there any minecarts up here? So we dropped. And we go. And we just go down and bump back up and you go up this way. So you come out of the water and up around here. How much you said? I think it's something that's fine. I'm just going to fly this one. This was longer than that was. Let's see, we're coming out here. Zigzag a little bit up here. And then you would plop down here. Don't know why, but yeah. Why did we build so many roller coasters? Because we all liked building roller coasters. We're younger. What's this? What? I'm so confused. Third thing I'm fixing. I have no idea. Alright, so I'm going to show you around my stepdad's base now. So you would get there from the roller coaster from my area, mine and my sister's area. You'd land right here. Then you'd come down here. You can see... Actually, you couldn't at that point. I think the most you could see was like the edge of this lake. And it feels like it was a lot farther back then. But you would come down this ladder. And then looks like there's a floor right here. Ah, yes, there's another balcony. Actually, we've got a bridge made out of glowstone and a tower with glowstone on the side of it. And that was one of the entrances. But he's got this nice little waterfall coming out right here that he incorporated in his build. So if we drop down here, this will take us to the same place the other one will. This was kind of where he'd started building stuff. Wait, what's this? I hadn't showed him redstone. Did I build this for him? I think I built this for him. Yeah, so I made him an enchantment room, apparently. He left this coal because, like I said, we were planning on playing in survival, but we never did. And so we wanted to mine it when we started playing in survival. Then down here is the second entrance to his base. Wait, what's this? Ooh. A ravine down here that he had started exploring. That's pretty cool. Ah, yeah, we have a minecart going right here. Yeah. So I put this here, actually. Just an underwater door. I believe there's just one build left, and that's that one over there. It looks like that's made out of, I want to say spruce wood? We have a minecart track coming out here for some reason. Yep, spruce wood. Katie's room, stay out. What's down here? I don't understand what any of this is. Pantry. Oh, wow, that's a lot of food. Oh, yep, because this is the pantry. Why did she keep poisonous potatoes? Why did she put poisonous potatoes in here? Why? And we have milk and water in here. She built slabs over the top of her floor. I don't know why she used slabs everywhere, but she did for some reason. Then she had not well concealed redstone. That's fine. And that is almost everything. I lied. We have one more thing down there. So let's go check this out. I have a feeling this might be a really terrible build. So when I go back and start changing things, I am keeping all of the roller coasters. I want to keep that out there, because the roller coasters were a lot of fun. That's like the main thing we did on here. So we got another one of those water elevators, and then we've got this carpeted floor with another built end portal right here. Bad. There's a second jukebox, and then whose base is this? No, I built this. Why? Why is there just a bunch of diamonds here? Oh, also, something I just remembered. I actually did a tour of this world a long time ago. And I talked about how I wanted to, like, do a giveaway with this world. Where, like, the first person who commented a certain thing would get emailed a copy of this world so that they could play on this world themselves. And no one wanted this world. And honestly, I don't blame them. There's some wolves right here. Wolves don't typically spawn in plains. Alright, so first things first. Let's fix this base. So now, instead of swimming up, we climb up and we walk down a little stairway and then climb down this vine, open the door, flip the switch. The lights are still the same, but we've got a new floor and new walls and a new ceiling. I threw some design in there so it's not just a big cube. I threw some grindstones in the enchantment room. Because, you know, that's just part of enchanting. You need grindstones now. And I've changed the design in here as well. I raised the ceiling up. I've added a bunch of barrels, as well as swapping out all of the trap chests for regular chests. And then in the bedroom, I've changed, that's facing the wrong way. I've changed the ceiling design, and I've changed the floor as well. Replaced all of my pressure plates with warped pressure plates, as well as the doors are warped doors. And that is everything for this build. Alright, and that's going to be it for part 1. Check in again at a later date to see more renovations. I think I'm gonna do the armory next, but that should be a fairly quick one, so I might do something else as well. I have not yet decided. But thank you for watching. As always, if you've enjoyed, hit that like button and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.